Hi everybody. Happy Saturday. Hope everybody is having a good start to their weekend and enjoying this lovely Saturday evening or Sunday morning, depending on your time zone. So, before I start, just wanted to let you guys know this will be my last Saturday stream for a couple weeks. I will be taking some time to prepare for Comic-Con on the third week of July, so that's gonna take some planning and some getting things together. So I will be back to streaming once I'm back from San Diego, and that's what the title is for. So this is like my last attempt to get everything in and done on DuoLingo and on stream before I have to take a break, or before I choose to take a break, better said, because it is always voluntary, of course, which is fine. Okay, let's start with our lesson for today. There we go. So it is a 5-crayon Saturday. I will bust through all 5 lessons that I have waiting to get a crown. And if there's time, I will do a new story. And afterwards, we will join my turtle baby daddy's Salur for some Valheim. So hopefully once he is awake and in the living world again, I will hear from him and we'll switch over to that. So for now, let's start on our lesson. Let me lower my pretzel rocks. It's like blasting in my ear. I'm not sure how much you guys are hearing. Yeah, I think it was a little louder than my voice, which, great, it's already starting to give out a little. Okie dokie. So for today, our 5-crayon finishes will consist of barbecue and community and plans 3, which will be upgrading to level 2, and party and free time, which we'll be getting our first levels on. Let's go over the tips first. Just the tips, man, just the tips. So for barbecue, we're splitting up. Oh no, really? Are we breaking up? There are some verbs in German that get split up, such as bekannt geben. I don't know that one.
Bekannt geben.
To announce, okay. Anrufen.
Anrufen.
To call up. And vorhaben.
Vorhaben.
Vorhaben. To have plans. The first part runs off to the end of the sentence. Yes, and we've seen this with pick up, abholen. So it's hole and then ab at the end of the sentence. Die Eltern geben den Namen von ihrem Kind bekannt. The parents announce the name of their child.
Die Eltern geben den Namen von ihrem Kind bekannt.
Ruf mich an. Call me up.
Ruf mich an.
Call me. Can I just say, ruf mich? No, I have to say, ruf mich an. Hast du schon was vor? Do you have plans yet?
Hast du schon was vor?
False friends. Be sure not to confuse kostenlos and frei. Kostenlos,
Kostenlos.
which is free of charge.
Kostenlos.
As opposed to frei, which is
Frei.
available free. As in, if you've seen Father of the Bride, when Steve Martin is complaining of everything being so expensive, someone says, "Good news, the church is free." And he's like, "Oh, finally, something is, what do you call it? Finally, something is free, free of charge." And then the wife's like, it's available, darling. You still have to pay for the use of the church, but it's available, not free. Die Fahrt ist kostenlos. The trip is free of charge.
Die Fahrt ist kostenlos.
As opposed to, ich bin frei. I am free.
Ich bin frei.
Which is what we say here in the States, the land of the free. The land of the frei. All right, let's get our lesson going. And the new matchy game.
Hexe.
Hexe is witch.
Schreibtisch.
Schreibtisch is a desk, which is literally a table to write on for writing. Schreibtisch is desk.
Jede.
Jede, every.
Eule.
Eule is owl.
Mein Bruder kommt mit seiner Ehefrau.
So this is a new term. I think we've seen it before. Usually when you say my wife, you say meine Frau. But when someone is talking about someone else's wife, you say Ehefrau.
Ehefrau.
Okay, more matchy.
Zeit.
Zeit is time.
Toiletten.
Toiletten is toilets, which is a very important phrase to learn when you are abroad. That should be like the number one phrase, ¿Dónde están los baños? Wo sind die Toiletten in German?
Sandalen.
Sandalen, sandals.
Ehemann.
And since we learned wife was Ehefrau, if I say my husband, mein Mann, when someone else is talking about your husband, it is Ehemann, husband.
Oh nein, die Teller sind kaputt. Was machen wir? Oh. Nein. Die Teller sind kaputt. Was machen wir? Oh nein, die Teller sind kaputt. Was machen wir?
Oh no, the tellers, we'll find out what that is, are broken. What are we doing, or what are we going to do? I believe teller, I want to say it's just like an ATM, automatic teller machine. So I'm going to go with like another word for Geldautomat. Oops, took it off.
Teller sind kaputt. Was machen wir?
I was wrong. The plates. So this is a new word, the plates, the teller. What do we do? The plates are broken. Get new plates. Don't break plates.
Wir brauchen 80 Gläser und Teller für die Party.
Now, if we'd had this sentence before the last one, we could have figured out that teller is plates. We need 80 glasses and plates for the party. Wir brauchen 80 Gläser und Teller für die Party.
Jede Person zahlt $5 für das Essen. Jede Person zahlt $5 für das Essen.
Every person is paying $5 for the food, which is, I think, pretty fair. I would say if, you're like going into like a potluck of, we'll buy a bunch of things and then everybody pays, or like for my races for Dragon Boat, everybody pays $10 for breakfast and lunch, and the managers take care of bringing the rest of the food. Every person's paying $5 for the food. Jede Person zahlt $5 für das Essen. See, we have any opportunity to use the wife word.
Kommt. Seiner.
Yeah, no, I don't want to say that.
Seinem. Enkel. Mit. Dein. Dein. Enkel. Mit. Seiner Ehefrau.
Okay, so is your grandson coming with his wife? So since we're going to use with his wife, it should be in the dative, and this is the time when the feminine, instead of an e ending, seine, they would get the masculine ending. I hope. Yeah. Kommt dein Enkel mit seiner Ehefrau? I can never remember if it's like the R or the M.
Meine Kollegin spricht mit ihrem Ehemann am Telefon.
My colleague, it is a female colleague, is speaking with her husband on the telephone. So because with her husband is in the dative with, instead of en, seinen Ehemann, or ihren Ehemann, it would be ihrem with an M. Yikes, that is a problem. We have bottles and bottles, but no glasses to drink out of. Yikes.
Wir haben 80 Flaschen Wein, aber keine Gläser.
We have 80 bottles of wine, but no glasses. Wir haben 80 Flaschen Wein, aber keine Gläser.
Eine Person muss Brot mitbringen.
A person has to bring bread along, or bring bread with them. Eine Person muss Brot mitbringen. Or one person, sorry. Because person is in the feminine, so the pronoun has to be feminine. Eine. And since we just had this phrase in the beginning.
Oh. Nein. Die Teller sind kaputt. Was machen wir?
Oh no, the plates are broken. What do we do? Oh nein, die Teller sind kaputt. Was machen wir?
Wir haben 80 Flaschen Wein, aber keine Gläser.
Today is about having good memory. We have 80 bottles of wine, but no glasses. Wir haben 80 Flaschen Wein, aber keine Gläser.
Spielt dein Opa oft mit seiner Ehefrau Gitarre?
Does your grandpa play guitar often with his wife? Spielt dein Opa oft mit seiner Ehefrau Gitarre? Or another literal, does your grandpa often play guitar with his wife? As long as I believe the often is next to the verb, close to it, either in front or behind, but close to it.
Meine Schwester geht mit ihrem Ehemann fischen.
My sister is going fishing with her husband. Meine Schwester geht mit ihrem Ehemann fischen.
Das Fleisch für die Party kostet 85 Euro.
The meat for the party cost 85 euros. This is one of those hopefully easy sentences where it's subject, verb, object in the perfect order and we don't have to rearrange it too much. Yes, das Fleisch für die Party kostet 85 Euro.
Jede Person bringt ein Instrument zur Party mit. Jede Person bringt ein Instrument zur Party mit.
Every person is bringing along one instrument to the party. Jede Person bringt ein Instrument zur Party mit. Oh, we just had this one, so better. One person has to bring bread along. Eine Person muss Brot mitbringen. Oh, look at that. Gut. All right, crown me, baby, crown me. There we go. Level 2, we get another crown. Yay, that deserves a sip of water to get me through the rest. All right, let's do community. Changing the ending. We've seen how the words before nouns have different endings in German, like einen Garten or eine Frau. And remember, this is
Einen Garten.
This is for the masculine ending when it's an object, and then the feminine, eine Frau. That one doesn't change. It stays the same as either subject or object, unless it's in the dative, in which we add the er. There's a group of masculine nouns that end with e, such as der Junge, the boy,
Der Junge.
or der Name, the name.
Der Name.
These nouns add an n to the end when in the accusative. Der Name ist gut. The name is good.
Der Name ist gut.
Kennst du seinen Namen? Do you know his name?
Kennst du seinen Namen?
Types of people. There are a few different words in German for people. So many words. It's like Eskimos and snow. Many different words. Let me finish the tips and then we'll run the battle. Menschen are technically humans, human beings, or mankind. Leute is a large group of people and it is always plural, so die Leute. Person literally means one person, eine Person. You can also use Personen to refer to a group of people small enough to count. Wir sind Menschen. We are people.
Wir sind Menschen.
All right, let's switch to the Streamers battle. Lass uns spielen, Streamers. Oh, and danke for joining. Let's see, who are we and what do we need? Okay, thank you for another archer. We got a bomber and we got a tank. So since we have 2 archers, I'm going to place high ground. Hopefully that'll give us an edge. And I'll do it over here. All right, good luck. That was a nice, easy battle. Thank you so much. All right, let's divide the goodies. Congratulations, Incognito Man, 1978. We're very close in age, don't tell anybody. You get 3 flag bearer scrolls, and Ziterla, you get some nice gold crowns. All right. And since I always say I go for the blue loyalty skin chest as opposed to the tokens, sometimes we've gotten lucky on the map and it takes us both into the same path, but I will go for these. Okay. Echo, echo, echo. It's a very interesting story. I was just watching another friend just playing Persona 4, and one of the personas was called Narcissus, and now this one says Echo, Echo, Echo. It just brings me back to my Narcissus, Echo and Narcissus Greek myth, if you are familiar. Since I have a classical archaeology degree, it is in my wheelhouse to have random anecdotes about this kind of stuff. So let's digress into Greek mythology for a moment. Once upon a time, there was a boy who was so in love with himself. He was looking at himself in the reflection in a lake, a pond, and he was so beautiful he could not stop gazing at himself. And because he was so beautiful, this nymph named Echo was totally and completely in love with him. But because he was so self-centered into himself, he wanted to kiss the beautiful reflection in the water that he saw because he was in love with himself, obviously. And as he tried to fall, as he tried to kiss himself in the water, he fell and drowned. And the poor nymph who was in love with him just kind of faded into a voice. And all you can hear is the echo of the nymph echo trying to call out to Narcissus, who never heard her because he was too in love with himself. Okay, now back to back to the subject at hand. Thank you for coming to my Greek TED Talk. All right, let's start the lesson on community.
Ja, es gibt eine Post und eine Schule in der Nähe. Ja. Es gibt eine Post und eine Schule in der Nähe.
Yes, there is a post office and a school nearby. Ja, es gibt eine Post und eine Schule in der Nähe. And if you've heard me say it, I never say post office. I go old school and say I'm going to the post.
Mein Kollege hat kein Auto, er benutzt ein Motorrad.
Okay, my colleague does not have a car. He has no car, and he uses a motorcycle. The word we usually see is to ride a motorcycle, but here they're using the word benutzt for use. Mein Kollege hat kein Auto, benutzt ein Motorrad.
Benutzt.
Uses is using.
Die S-Bahn ist immer pünktlich. Die S-Bahn ist immer pünktlich.
So the U-Bahn is the train. So the S-Bahn, I'm going to take a gander and guess that it is the subway train. Oh, the light rail. That's right. The light rail is always punctual. Die S-Bahn ist immer pünktlich.
Wir haben 4 Bäume im Garten.
Let's see. I think I saw this before. We have 4 trees in the garden. Wir haben 4 Bäume im Garten.
Bäume.
I'm going to try and remember it as bonsai. Bonsai is a tree. Bonsai and Bäume sound similar.
Ich arbeite im Stadtzentrum. Kommt die S-Bahn bald? Ich arbeite im Stadtzentrum. Kommt die S-Bahn bald?
I work in the city center. Is the light rail coming soon? Ich arbeite im Stadtzentrum. Kommt die S-Bahn bald?
Ich liebe diese Bäume.
Aww. Oh shit, this is the one I can't remember. And I don't have a way of spelling it with the umlauts, so forgive me, punctuation sticklers. I could do it on the phone, but I can't on the current keyboard. And yes, I know that there's a hotkey for it. I just don't really feel like figuring it out right now. I love this tree. Ich liebe diese Bäume. I love these trees.
Diese Kaffees sind neu und der Kaffee schmeckt gut. Diese Kaffees sind neu und der Kaffee schmeckt gut.
These coffee shops are new. Or this coffee shop is new. No, plural. These cafes sind, so it's plural. They. These coffee shops are new and the coffee tastes good. Yes. Diese Cafés sind neu und der Kaffee schmeckt gut.
Gibt es eine Post in der Nähe?
Is there a post office nearby? Gibt es eine Post in der Nähe? Gosh, I'm so
Meine
excited.
Mama benutzt das Auto nicht, sie fährt Fahrrad.
My mom does not use the car. She rides a bicycle. Meine Mama benutzt das Auto nicht. Sie fährt Fahrrad.
Wir haben 4 Bäume im Garten.
So maybe I was correct last time. It didn't dig me for lack of umlauts over the A when we wrote single tree. Dieses Bäume. But maybe it's one of those root words that it changes the vowel when it becomes pluralized, or like the verbs when they conjugate, and it adds the umlaut. So we'll see when we see a singular form of the word tree. Wir haben 4 Bäume im Garten.
Gibt es eine Post in der Nähe?
Is there a post office nearby? Gibt es eine Post in der Nähe?
Sind die Cafés geöffnet am Wochenende?
Are the coffee shops open on the weekend? Sind die Cafés geöffnet am Wochenende? I love that word. Oh, shoot. Remember when you have 2 verbs, the second verb gets shoved all the way to the end. So in this case, it's not, they are open as in the adjective. So it is the verb to open, and that's why it gets shoved at the end. Thank you for that lurk, Jerry. Hope you're having a good Saturday. So that's an interesting one to remember. Okay, we just had this one.
Ich arbeite im Stadtzentrum. Kommt die S-Bahn bald?
I work in the city center. Is the light rail coming soon? Ich arbeite im Stadtzentrum. Kommt die S-Bahn bald?
Der Student benutzt fast nie das Auto.
Okay, so here's the test. Do I shove the word to use at the far end, or do I keep it in line? So I'm going to go the subject verb object choice and keep it in the center. We'll see if it works. Ooh, I got lucky on that one. Okay, good guess. The student uses almost never the car. Literal translation. Der Student benutzt fast nie das Auto. Okay, your son is a nerd. And I was a nerd because I like to go to school and study.
Mein Sohn. Geht gern in die Schule. Er lernt gern.
I don't know if the likes, the gerunds, are in the right place. It's going to be an educated guess, but who knows? Okay. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Okay, let's see if I put these likes in the right place. Oh, I did. Thank goodness. Okay, so we do put the like gern next to the verb. Mein Sohn geht gern in die Schule. Lernt gern.
Diese Kinder sind hungrig. Sie wollen Kekse essen.
These children are hungry. They want to eat cookies. I mean, I would say eat like a proper meal, but if you're in between meals, sure, a healthy snack or cookies. Diese Kinder sind hungrig. Sie wollen Kekse essen.
Sind die Cafés am Wochenende geöffnet?
Oh, we just had this one. Are the coffee shops open on the weekend? Sind die Cafés am Wochenende geöffnet? Ada's just cruel. Okay, give it to me right after.
Sind die Cafés am Wochenende geöffnet?
And we shoved it to the end of the sentence, so I am definitely going to remember this. Are the coffee shops open on the weekend? Sind die Cafés am Wochenende geöffnet? Ja. Danke so much. And there we go. We got our second turn. we unlocked 4 more stories, which is good. Alright. Plans 3. Let's get our 3rd crayon. Let's get the hat trick. What time is it? Germans use a 24-hour clock, which means of saying 1 p.m., they say 13 o'clock. And military time too. Plus, instead of saying half past, they say it's half to the next hour. Ich habe einen Termin und halb 9. I have an appointment at 8:30, but literally, I have an appointment at 8:30. Wie viel Uhr ist es? What time is it? When talking about time, the word Uhr, hour, is important, but it's also time. Check out all its uses. Willst du eine Uhr? Do you want a clock? Hast du die Uhrzeit? Do you have the time? Wie viel Uhr ist es? What time is it? Kommt 8 Uhr zu Hause an. He is coming home at 8 o'clock. And don't confuse the word Stunde, hour, with Uhr, hour, but in the sense of time. Meine Urgroßmutter schläft jede Nacht 5 Stunden. My great-grandmother sleeps 5 hours every night. German sounds. Just because a German word is spelled like an English word doesn't mean it's pronounced like one. Minute, 3 syllables. But instead of minute, it's Minute. And be careful not to confuse the word Uhr, hour, time, with Ohr, which is ear.
Uhr.
All right, let's start the lesson. And matchy time.
Auch.
Also.
Reise.
Trip.
Zeit.
Zeit is time.
Stuhl.
Stuhl is chair.
Mein Neffe plant eine Reise. Er besucht uns nächste Woche.
That's a nice trip. My nephew is planning a trip. He is visiting us next week. Mein Neffe plant eine Reise. Er besucht uns nächste Woche. Good. More matchy.
Lang.
Lang is long.
Anzug.
Anzug is suit.
Grillen.
Grillen is grill.
Was?
Was is what.
Wie viel kosten 2 Eintrittskarten? Wie viel kosten 2 Eintrittskarten?
How much do 2 tickets cost? Wie viel kosten 2 Eintrittskarten?
Dein Neffe ist cool. Er spielt für mein Lieblingsteam.
Your nephew is cool. He plays for my favorite team. Dein Neffe ist cool. Spielt für mein Lieblingsteam. So if he didn't play for my favorite team, then he wouldn't be cool.
Du musst einen Anzug für die Oper mitbringen. Du musst einen Anzug für die Oper mitbringen.
You have to bring along a suit for the opera. Yes, it has to be fancy dress. You can't just show up in jeans and a t-shirt to the opera. Du musst einen Anzug für die Oper mitbringen.
Meine Freunde und ihr Sohn lieben klassische Musik.
I'm trying to remember if it's before or after where the
Klassische
adjective goes. You know, because it has the E at the end, I'm gonna go with it goes before
klassische
music.
Musik.
Okay. So my friends and their son love classical music. Oh, okay. Meine Freunde und ihr Sohn lieben klassische Musik.
Die Musik von Bach ist gut, aber Beethoven ist besser.
The music from Bach or of Bach is good, but Beethoven's is better. You know, agree to disagree or find them both equally good. I don't know. Die Musik von Bach ist gut, aber Beethoven ist besser.
Wie viel kosten 2 Eintrittskarten?
How much do 2 tickets, admission tickets cost? Wie viel kosten 2 Eintrittskarten?
Brauchst du noch 3 Eintrittskarten für die Oper?
Do you still need 2 admission tickets for the opera? Brauchst du noch 3 Eintrittskarten für die Oper? I'm sorry, 3 is 3. We just did 2, which is 2.
Spielt. Wirklich dein Neffe. Geige. Für die Oper.
Does your nephew really play violin for the opera? Nah, I'm like, that was too fast. That solution was a little ill-conceived and not thought out. Okay, so it spielt dein Neffe wirklich Geige for the opera. So you're not really surprised that he's playing violin. So it makes sense to put really next to violin instead of next to the verb to play.
Mia, Tom und ihre Tochter hören nur klassische Musik.
Mia, Tom, and their daughter only listen to classical music. Mia, Tom und ihre Tochter hören nur klassische Musik.
Du musst
Oh, I know this phrase. I know it's Aufall something.
Fall. Einen. Anzug. Einpacken.
Okay, I think is without fail. Aufall is definitely. You must definitely pack a suit. Du musst Aufall. No wait, it's auf jeden Fall.
Jeden Fall einen Anzug einpacken.
Okay, let's hope it's this one for you. Definitely have to pack a suit. Oh, okay. Du musst auf jeden Fall einen Anzug einpacken. Yeah, so definitely it's a weird way to form the phrase, but it kind of looks and translates to without fail is definitely.
Meine Frau mag die Musik von Brahms nicht.
My wife does not like the music of Brahms. Meine Frau mag die Musik von Brahms nicht.
Reise nach Berlin und geh ins Konzert. Dort
Okay, I'm gonna okay, because in both sentences you're using the imperative. So you're telling someone to travel, to take a trip, and to go. So we're not going to have to the concert, ins Konzert. It's going to be in the objective. Okay. So travel or take a trip to Berlin and go to a concert, to the concert there. Let's see if that works. Nope. Make a trip. Not travel. It's like make a trip. Take a trip. It's just a different phrasing. Oof. Saved by the bell. Alright, let's switch to the battle for a little bit. All right, who do we have with us today? Armored. Oh, thank you for all those archers. Thank you. Armored, armored. Another tank, armored. 4 and musketeer. Shoot. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 range to 1, 2, 4. I think we're gonna go with let's go with high ground again for both of these. All right, good luck. Okay, good job. And we won, and I got my archer quest done, thankfully. And Incognito 1978. Congratulations, you win 200 freaking gold crowns. Oh my goodness, you are rich. You can get a lot of scrolls for that. Reminds me, look, we have 2 quests to redeem. Get Matsu Archers, thank you. 100 gold crowns. And I earned 100 gold. 40 crowns. You think you would have given me 100 crowns for earning 100 crowns, but nah, I'm good. Okay, quest. I need to get 16 assists, kill 3 ranged units, get more money. So let me try. Getting the assists is always hard, unless we have guaranteed people. Okay, are these ranged? Perfect. I'm going to use my Cyber Doll Musketeer, hoping I can meet that ranged quest and kill a bunch of those. What were they? They're Arbalest drones. All right, and then who are these other dudes? Guards, they're armored. Okay. My arrows are going to do nothing to them, but hopefully, let's see. Let's get some warriors in the mix to defend against those dudes. Alrighty, folks. All right, so this was we are making a trip, not telling someone to travel. So it's make a trip. Mach eine Reise. To Berlin and go there to a concert instead of go to a concert there.
Die Musik von Vivaldi ist am besten.
The music of Vivaldi is the best. Sure. It's good. Die Musik von Vivaldi ist am besten.
Meine Freunde und ihr Sohn lieben klassische Musik. Meine Sohn und ihr Freunde lieben klassische Musik.
Wow, you have a cultured kid. And he has a cultured group of friends. If you can say my son and his friends love classical music. Okay, what did I miss? Oh, sorry. My friends and their son. Freaking dyslexic. Okay, I need to always, when there's an auditory one, double check it. It's there for a reason. Not go on impulse. And I'm feeling a little distracted right now. I'm just like madly clicking. So it's my friends and their son, not my son and his cultured friends. That makes even more sense. My friends are cultured, so they raise a cultured kid. Okay, this is the one we got dinged on the first time.
Spielt dein Neffe wirklich Geige für die Oper?
Spielt dein Neffe wirklich Geige für die Oper? Oper. Does your nephew really play violin for the opera? Yes. Yes, he does. Okay, this is the imperative version that we need to get right.
Mach eine Reise nach Berlin. und geh dort ins Konzert.
Okay. Mach eine Reise. Take a trip to Berlin, nach Berlin, and go there to a concert. Ins Konzert. Mach eine Reise nach Berlin und geh dort ins Konzert.
Meine Freunde und ihr Sohn lieben klassische Musik. Meine Freunde und ihr Sohn lieben klassische Musik.
This one makes better sense. My friends and their son love classical music. Meine Freunde und ihr Sohn lieben klassische Musik. I'm not getting 15. I'm getting like 14, 13. It's fine. But we got the points. We finished the lesson. I get my crayon. Look at that. Up to 86 crayons now. Okay. And now, let me see it. Let us go to party. Lass uns gehen zur Party, I believe. Wait, I think I saw that right. There's like six levels to that. Used to be 5, or maybe as you go up in levels, instead of just 5 to finish the category completely, you start getting a whole lot more categories. Okay, remember the gender. Remember the 5th of November. No, wait, that's something else. Although the gender of nouns may seem random, some are predictable. For example, almost all nouns that end with ung, are feminine. Like Zeitung, the newspaper. Kleidung, the clothing. Plus, most nouns ending with e are feminine. Der Junge is an exception because der Junge is the boy.
Der Junge.
The young one. And we have the same thing in Spanish. To be young is joven, but to say a young man, you say joven as well. So depending on the use, it's either the adjective or the masculine noun, same as here. Okay, and the 3 words, 2 of which I mentioned, ending in ung, that are feminine. Die Kleidung, the clothing.
Die Kleidung.
Die Zeitung, the newspaper.
Die Zeitung.
Die Wohnung, the apartment.
Die Wohnung.
And the ending in e, die Decke, which I believe is the bedspread.
Die Decke.
Oh no, the ceiling. No, sorry, the bedspread is Bettdecke, but still, the bed ceiling, the top of the bed. Die Küche, the kitchen.
Die Küche.
Küche. Die Steckdose. Hold on, I know what this one is. I want to say either the plug.
Die Steckdose.
Sorry, it was the other one, the outlet, where you plug something in. Sie hat rote Kleidung. She has red clothing, and both the adjective red and the word changed to feminine. So rot is red, but because Kleidung is feminine, you add an e to red. Verbs. Some verbs that have letters like D or N in the main part, which can make them hard to pronounce when you add on verb endings. To solve this problem, there's an added e. Ich öffne, öffnet is to open. I open, and I find, ich finde. Du öffnet, du findest. Sie es öffnet, findet. Wir, we, öffnen, finden. Which looks just like the infinitive version. Ihr öffnet, findet. Sie öffnen, finden. Power. If you are traveling, make sure you have adapters for your Ladegerät so you don't miss your duo lessons.
Ladegerät.
Yeah, adapters for your charger. In much of Europe, the Steckdosen, the outlets, are shaped with two circular pegs. We like pegging. Ich brauche ein Ladegerät und eine Steckdose. I need a charger and an outlet.
Ich brauche ein Ladegerät und eine Steckdose.
Be prepared for a change in voltage as well. Outlets in Europe have 220 volts, which is bad for any gadget that heats up, such as a blow dryer or an iron. But gadgets labeled as dual voltage should work just fine. Wasn't that special? Alright. Let's do our lesson and get our party started. Oh, that didn't seem like very much party subject matter, but hey, we learned some new things.
Unser Gast kommt aus Amerika.
Our guest is from America. Unser Gast kommt aus Amerika.
Gast.
Guest or visitor, and then when it's plural, it gets the E at the end, but the A gets an umlaut. So that must be it. Anytime you add the E, when it's like maybe a one-syllable word, you're changing the umlaut to the root.
Ja, ich kenne alle Gäste hier.
Junior gets around if he knows all the guests here. Ja, ich kenne alle Gäste hier. He must be a social butterfly. 8-year-olds usually are.
Mein Geschenk ist perfekt, gut gemacht.
My gift is perfect. Well done. Mein Geschenk ist perfekt. Gut gemacht.
Kann dein Bruder gut singen?
Can your brother sing well? Sing well. Kann dein Bruder gut singen?
Willst du ein Glas Sekt oder ein Bier?
Okay, I'm gonna guess that sect is champagne. If we're talking about spirits, do you want a glass of champagne or a beer? Yeah, that's a new word. Sekt.
Sekt.
Champagner. Willst du ein Glas Sekt oder ein Bier? I'm trying to remember if I've seen this before. The only thing I can think of is in Italian, prosecco, which is like a dry white wine, and technically champagne is a white wine.
Kannst du mit meinem Opa sitzen? Er ist ganz allein.
Oh, that's so sad. Can you sit with my grandpa? He is all alone. Sad. Kannst du mit meinem Opa sitzen? Ist ganz allein. And we're using the dative mit meinem Opa. So instead of the usual N, it changes to an M ending for a masculine. All is ganz.
Ganz.
Wie heißt das Lied?
Oh, perfect. I've been trying to say the word song in German. So now we have official. What is the name of the song? Wie heißt das Lied?
Lied. Lied.
I guess there's the word lead already, which means song. Which I've never heard in English, but I guess it exists. Song is Lied. We just learned it.
Dieser Mann ist mein Gast.
This man is my guest. Dieser Mann ist mein Gast.
Meine Schwester will ihrer Frau ein Lied singen. Meine Schwester will ihrer Frau singen. Meine Schwester will ihrer Frau ein Lied singen. Lied singen.
My sister wants her wife to sing a song. Meine Schwester will ihrer Frau ein Lied singen. Oh shoot. See, didn't I just say, listen, Linda. Listen to the auditory cue. Don't just go on automatic pilot again. A song.
Die Überraschung ist toll, gut gemacht.
Oh, someone got surprised for their birthday party. If you remember a few weeks ago, went to my hula sister's surprise birthday party. And we made her cry, which means it was a good surprise. The surprise is great. Well done. Die Überraschung ist toll. Gut gemacht. So take a lesson if you make someone cry. It was great. Yeah. Enough is genug.
Genug.
Many is viele.
Viele.
For is für.
Für.
Canada is Canada.
Kanada.
With K. And all is ganz.
Ganz.
Used in the adverb sense.
Bringen alle Gäste ein Geschenk zur Party mit?
Are all the guests bringing a present to the party? Bringen alle Gäste ein Geschenk zur Party mit? Or are all the guests bringing a gift along to the party? I understand the functionality of splitting the verb in German. However, don't really do too much of that when we say it in English, at least conversationally speaking. That seems kind of awkward to split, bring along separately. I don't know.
Wir singen deinem Bruder und seiner Frau ein Lied.
Interesting that we use Frau and not a Frau. We were singing a song for your brother and his wife. And we don't see the fur in the German phrasing because singing is one of those verbs that implies an object, so you don't need to add the actual for in there. Wir singen deinem Bruder und seiner Frau ein Lied.
Hier ist ein Glas Sekt. Prost!
Here is your glass of Champagne. Cheers. Hier ist dein Glas Sekt. Prost.
Kennst du wirklich alle Gäste?
Funny that Junior asked this question. Do you really know all the guests? Kennst du wirklich alle Gäste? Because he said in, I think it was the first sentence, I know all the guests here. Because if you don't know all the guests, he definitely does.
Meine Schwester will ihrer Frau ein Lied singen. Meine Schwester will ihrer Frau ein Lied singen.
I remember the one song, a song. My sister wants to sing a song for her wife. Meine Schwester will ihrer Frau ein Lied singen. Okay. That was painful, but fine. 13 points. I'll take it, and I'll take that crown. Thank you very much. Ooh, okay. Last crown, and this will be the end of the 5 crown DuoLingo, but I'll do a story for you guys. My 5 crown DuoLingo run. Wow. Once in a lifetime, because this is a lot of vocabulary to return from different subject lines, which is why I try to only do one of these a day. My brain can only do so much, and if something new goes in there, something old falls out the other side. Yeah, so see, maybe I just wasn't paying attention when we were doing the first level, but this now says level 0 of 6. I thought it said 0 of 5 before. Maybe I'm confusing it with the lessons within each level. All right, let's do the tips for free time. Let me give you some tips in my free time. Die Woche, the week, except for Mittwoch, midweek, or Wednesday. Each day of the week ends in Tag. In the US, the first day of the week is Sonntag, as in we begin our week on Sunday.
Mittwoch. Sonntag.
But in Germany, the calendar starts with Montag.
Montag.
Monday. He looked so sad. And this is the look of any kid or any adult, because school and work both start on Monday, which is boo. We don't like that. Morgen ist Montag. Tomorrow is Monday.
Morgen ist Montag.
And it was a long month because it's 31 days. Yes, happy children. We know what that means. Ich mag Freitag. I like Friday. They should say Ich liebe Freitag. Like Hump Day in the US, Mittwoch is also known as Bergfest, to celebrate making it to the midweek mountaintop. So Berg means mountain.
Bergfest.
Mountain celebration, Bergfest. Good day, wish I you. Hello, Yoda. To say which day something is happening, use am. Ich komme am Mittwoch. I come on Wednesdays, or I am coming.
Ich komme am Mittwoch.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's getting close to Cinderella hour. It's been a long day. In English, we generally put time phrases like am Dienstag.
Am Dienstag.
Tuesday, on Tuesday. And taglich.
Täglich.
Täglich, daily. Towards the end of a sentence. Yes, we do that in English, but as we've noticed, temporal phrases, time phrases, go shoved right in the middle of the sentence in German. Yes, in German, they go directly before or after the verb. So it's not just randomly in the center. It has to be connected to the verb. You might feel like you're talking like Yoda, but it's totally normal, yes. Die Reise beginnt am Dienstag. The trip begins on Tuesday. Am Dienstag beginnt die Reise.
Die Reise beginnt am Dienstag. Am Dienstag beginnt die Reise.
On Tuesday, the trip begins. You know. Bis Freitag, until
Die Reise
Friday.
beginnt am Dienstag.
Oh, that one didn't have a sound. I'm trying to click it and there's no sound. Bis, until, can be used in a few different ways. Take a look. Ich zähle bis 90. I count to 90. Ich zähle.
Ich zähle bis 90.
Now we can say counting. I can count to 10. That's about it in German so far. The teens are a little difficult to formulate. The tens a little easier, and then the numbers plus the tens, like 35, 35. Wow. It's a lot to formulate and compute on your brain. Like a math lesson. Sie kocht in der Küche, bis alles fertig ist. She is cooking in the kitchen until everything is done.
Sie kocht in der Küche, bis alles fertig ist.
Well, you wouldn't want to leave a meal halfway through, or even worse, cook it halfway through, because you might have to go to the Krankenhaus after that. Alright, last crayon lesson.
Mallorca ist wärmer als Toronto.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I'm excited to see Mallorca because our friend of the stream, Salur, was just in Menorca, not to be confused with the island of Mallorca. And just linguistically naming in Spanish, mayor is major or big, and menor is smaller or lesser or younger. So Mallorca is a big island. Menorca would be a smaller island than Mallorca. So I like the way that that came out. It's just very descriptive, so I really like the name. Okay, Mallorca is warmer than Toronto. And it should be because Solor got a tan and he got to play with pretty turtles. Mallorca ist warmer als Toronto.
Die Schweiz ist klein, aber sehr schön.
And I'll put a pin on this one and we'll go and run the battle. Okie dokie, let's see who's on. Thank you so much, everybody, for putting your warriors on here. I really appreciate that. I mean, there's not a lot of the armored units, but it's enough that we have a front line of defense for our other, you know, well, for me. Okay, so because we have so many wonderful warriors, we're gonna put some killing field spells over here. Let's go. Good luck. Oh my god, look at that pretty line of warriors. And we are victorious. Of course we are. And of course I get a boost on my ranch units quest. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. Okay, let's open our lovely chest and see what we're getting. Congratulations, Nuglopi. You get a healer scroll. And I want to say palindrome, but no, wait, it's Paladin Prime. Oh my god, that's a perfect name, especially since did you place a paladin? I'm not sure you did, but if you do, it's an even more appropriate name. Thank you. Okay, let's go to our next battle. All right, this will be moderately hard. I can't put my musketeer because she is on cooldown for an hour. So, do I have any range? No, I have melee. And melee. Melee. Okay. So, same with these ones. They're all melee. So, I will put... I'll probably just put my cute little... Okay, we need warriors. And ranged. So I'm going to put my cute and adorbs Carmond TV archer because he is the best one. What did I see over here? Armored, okay. So we will need a line of warriors again to defend our people. I want some ranged units Possibly some musketeers as well. And then everybody else can do as you darn well please. That should cover all our threats, I believe. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Die Schweiz ist klein, aber sehr schön. The something is small but very beautiful. Is it Switzerland? I mean, I don't know why it says. So maybe the. No, it's. I mean, it's talking. If it's talking small, it's got to be about the landmass of Switzerland. So I'm gonna guess the land of Switzerland. Maybe that's how they're phrasing it, to put the D at the beginning. Because if we're talking about Germany, they would say Deutschland. It's not Schweizland. Okay. Oh, maybe it is. Switzerland is small but very beautiful. Schweiz.
Schweiz.
Okay, so that is the official way to say Switzerland. The land of the Swiss. The Schweiz. With the land being omitted because it is implied. Alright, let's tuck that under our hats. And in case you didn't get it 3 seconds ago, Schweiz.
Schweiz.
Die Türkei ist wärmer als die Schweiz.
Okay. Now we're getting to how to say it. Sneakers are making weird sounds. So both Turkey and Switzerland have the feminine the article D at the beginning. Okay. Turkey is warmer than Switzerland. Die Türkei, I think he said, ist warmer als die Schweiz. Türkei.
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 Meine Eltern haben nur ein paar Pflanzen im Garten.
See, I literally read ein Paar as a pair, but I guess it's gonna mean few. My parents only have a few plants in the garden.
Paar.
Ein Paar, a few, together. Couple, yeah. Meine Eltern haben nur ein paar Pflanzen im Garten. And we just learned this. Ein Paar, a few.
Ein Paar.
Ich grille mit meiner Familie am Strand, okay?
And it's similar, sorry to Joel on that one, but it's similar to Spanish. Un par the plantas, a pair of plants, does not literally mean a pair. Just means, count them, 1, 2, maybe 1, 2, 3, a few. Wow, she says it so defensively. I am grilling on the beach with my family. Okay, like Mr. Mackey on South Park. Ich grille mit meiner Familie am Strand. Okay.
Wir wollen für ein paar Tage in die Türkei fliegen.
Okay, structurally that makes more sense.